Hello everyone, we warmly welcome you all to our special program brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. I am your host Vatika Singh. Indian Achievers Award is an honor that celebrates the people who went extraordinary to effectuate their aspirations and ideas. In this series, we emphasize not only on the struggles and achievements of the people, but also on the social contributions they made to their native land, India. Before introducing you all to our one such achiever, let's take a look at the small AV.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Today we have with us Mr. Parth Gargish. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hi, Vatik. I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm fine as well, sir. All right. So before entering into the questions, I'd like you to tell something about yourself and your professional role.
Okay. So, as you know, my name is Parth, and I have been working in the IT and software industry from like more than 12 years now. I'm currently residing in Vancouver, Canada. I'm a Canadian resident, and I have been working now from the last 7 to 8 years with NetSmarts LLC, which is a company based out of Rochester, New York. My professional journey has been when I started as a business analyst and then moved on to a role of project manager, grew up to a program manager, and currently I'm working as a vice president, business and technology with NetSmarts. It has been a kind of a roller coaster ride from where I started, and things happened real quick in the last 12 years. And currently I am taking care of the business for the North American, the Indian, and the Asia Pacific market. So yeah, that's pretty much about me and what I have been doing during the last 12 years.
Right, sir. So moving ahead, if you talk about the journey as a professional, so how has it been? Like from where you started to where you are at the moment?
Yeah, so when I started my career, I started as a manager IT, and I was more towards networks and the cybersecurity side. But eventually I grew up my role into a more of a tech business kind of a combination. Eventually, through different opportunities that were gauged to me, I worked with different organizations and with different clients, fortune sized organizations like Hindustan Unilever, British Telecom, and Samsung, to name a few. So how my journey has evolved over the last 12 years is very fascinating, and it has been a very interesting journey, where I evolved from an IT manager to a role of a business unit head, and handling multiple business domains across different global locations. Primarily, my main areas where I have been doing business is towards the North American market, and I have been a part of really interesting products which have won global awards also. So yeah, I mean, the journey overall has been really interesting, and primarily it has been towards the software development landscape.
That's really commendable, sir. Okay, so the last year, like the COVID has been difficult for all of us. It has impacted businesses and individuals in large scale. So,
Mhm.
how have you coped up during this period?
Yes, you're right. So COVID times in the last 1.5 year have been challenging, I think, globally, and especially in the Indian terrain, because India has been a land of offshoring, for the global market. When it comes to offshoring IT and software development services, India is one of the prime choices in the global market. So as COVID times landed, I feel that one area which Indians, and from the Indian standpoint, we were not well prepared, was work from home. So the major challenge was that, how to make your workforce prepare for work from home, because that has not been a part of our culture. Most of the organizations have always encouraged work from office, but then I think all organizations, all the leading organizations came together, and there were so many products which came out into the market which helped the overall work from home policy to be implemented across different organizations. So our organization was it took up the challenge, and we were handling a workforce of like around 1500 plus people. So yeah, I mean, during the COVID times, business getting business was one challenge, and then implementing and sailing through those times have been another challenge, because I mean, so many people spread across the globe with the especially in the IT software domain, right? I mean, I'm taking care for the business from Canada, and then there are other colleagues who are managing business from different locations across the globe, and then people are not in the offices, but in fact managing work from their homes. So that change and that environment which has come up, especially in the Indian terrain now, I feel is a cultural shift altogether. And I feel it was something which was worth learning for everyone, not just from the Indian aspect, but from the global landscape. So I think this change of the whole culture, and more openness towards remote workforce is something which has been which is a really encouraging and motivating factor, and it is going to bring a different evolution in the overall work culture for the software industry.
Right, sir, and I completely agree with you that this has surely made us much more stronger for the coming future. All right, so moving ahead, now I'd like you to tell something more about the product and services that your organization caters.
Okay, so as Nextmark's group of companies, we offer a lot of services, not just into the software and development, area, but also we have been part of encouraging the youth to move into entrepreneurship. Some of our initiatives, being managed by our CEO, which includes Startup Accelerator Chamber of Commerce, where we are encouraging young entrepreneurs to come up and with different ideas, help them get fundings, and give them an environment of different incubators where they can start rolling their business, maybe from a small to a large team, right? And we are also working very closely with the different programs, with the Indian government also, where we are encouraging skilling of different levels to the Indian aspiring students, or aspiring professionals who want to get into the IT and software domain, and may earn their bread through that. So that's one area where we are kind of working for entrepreneurship. And then like I mentioned, we are one of the leading organizations when it comes to software development services, or remote workforce engagement. So yes, I mean, in overall, I think we are trying our best, and we are continuously motivated to grow more, and generate more job opportunities for the Indian youth.
It's really commendable, sir. So now, as we all know that we have certain plans for our future. So what are your future plans?
My future plans are more towards taking this my career, and the aspirations which I have had as an individual, and with respect to the organization I have been working for, to the next level. There is definitely a roadmap to expand more globally, grow in terms of what I have been offering back to the society as an individual, and from the professional landscape, get more products out in the market, help contribute more into the giving back to the society, because that's why very important as an individual, that what you're contributing back, and how you are kind of aspiring others to get into the domain which you have been working for. And along with that, as an individual, everyone aspires to grow, and that's there on the chart. I'm looking forward towards a good expansion now in the North American market, where we have already been doing business from last 20 years, with respect to the organization I have been working for, that's NetSmarts. So that's one of the plans which is there on the cards. And yeah, and and we are also looking forward towards launching some more products in the global market, especially for the Indian market as well, where we can take things to the next level.
And we wish you all the luck for all your future endeavors, sir. Moving ahead, you must be knowing about the Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign prevailing in India at the moment. So, what are your views on the campaign and how is your organization working towards it?
I think that's one of the great initiatives which have been started by the Indian government, and I feel that every individual contributor who can contribute towards the initiative should come forward. We as an organization, we have always, like I said, promoted entrepreneurship, and also I mean, we have always tried that every individual who has been working with us gets a part of the pie. When everyone is working, everyone aspires to grow. So with respect to Atmanirbhar Bharat, we have launched certain campaigns where we are encouraging youth, we are training them how to get business from the global market themselves, and they don't need to be dependent on on other parameters, or even generate self employment. From the entrepreneurship standpoint, we are continuously training the youth of India through our group organizations like CBiz Infotech, or AppWorks, where we have one campaign which is running called eKarma. So yes, I mean, from that landscape, we definitely encourage more entrepreneurship amongst the youth, and self employment, how they can generate business. And I mean, we are also targeting the youth of regional areas, for example, interior parts of Haryana or Punjab, right, which they can come forward and start making money for themselves, even while sitting and working from home. So these are certain initiatives which we are driving, and we really feel supported and blessed by the different state governments who have always been helping us to drive these initiatives.
Okay, so sir, now I really want to know that what was the feeling when you came to know that you have won the Indian Achievers Award, and who all were the constant supporters in this journey of yours?
Honestly, I mean, it was I was not expecting. I was more towards that. Okay, I've been kind of a member of this forum since a while, and I just got a nomination request, which I kind of filled out, and shared my details, my testimonials, and everything. And I mean, this came out to a surprise for me, and then it was a great feeling, and I definitely feel honored by the institution for honoring me with this award. And it feels great, I mean, to be a part of such forum, and to have recognized my efforts in this domain, and feel great about the fact that, yeah, I mean, I have done some contribution, and our organization has always tried to promote young talent, and I've been a part of this. So and in terms of my continuous support, I believe I have got continuous support from my mentors throughout my career. So especially, I would like to mention our COO, that's Mr. Sanjay Agarwal, and then our CEO, Mr. Manipal Dhariwal, who have been as a constant support for me, and mentoring me, and many young professionals like myself towards getting onto a career path, and generating employment for different areas of India, as well as globally. So yeah, I mean, these are the top names which I would really thank.
Right, sir. So now, since we know a lot about your professional role, tell us something about your social contributions also.
Yeah, so in terms of my social contributions, I have been always open towards going for webinars or different talks for different institutions and universities. I have been kind of mentoring and providing regular guidance to different university students who, I mean, as a part of a curriculum, I have been invited to multiple talks where I mean, I have been trying to guide the young students that, okay, how they have to start from their career aspect, and what are the do's and don'ts if you're stepping into the corporate market. How things are supposed to get started, because initially every person has those questions. Even I had when I started my career. And when you're stepping out of your college or doing graduation or your post graduation, so you always have those questions. Okay, now what? I mean, now where do I start from, and what exactly should I start? I mean, because there's so many different options when you start as a fresher in the market. So on those aspects, have been always trying to generate talks or give different webinars or seminars in different universities and colleges, so that I at least I can contribute towards guiding the youth of the country, whether I'm in India or Canada, right? So yeah, so I think that those areas I have been contributing a lot.
That's really great, sir. All right, so before concluding this session, you know that IF is followed not only by mainstream organizations, but also those young minds who aspire to be like our achievers someday. So, what is that one message you'd like to?
One message I would like to give, that's even motto of our organization, that is work hard, party harder. That's something which I really believe in. And we as a group of professionals, as a team, we have always been believed in that motto. It's very important that everyone is honest towards their work, whatever work you're doing. I mean, you have to be really honest towards what you are doing, and I mean, do it from your heart and soul. And then once you're done with that, I mean, don't forget to enjoy and celebrate each and every minor achievement which you are, I mean, it can be as big as winning a multi-million dollar contract, to as small as getting a small pat on the back from maybe your mentors or your bosses or your teams. So I would say that enjoy the journey. Study more, get around to know what's happening globally in the business domain, what you are doing, and then keep on doing the hard work. It definitely pays off.
And that, I must say, sir, is a great piece of advice. Thank you so much for joining with us today. It was pleasure talking to you, and we hope that you continue to inspire people of all ages forever. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Atika. Thank you for having me here. And it's a real privilege to be a part of the forum. Thank you.